lightning, which is Proteans, so just stick in your clock spot. The thing that can change is, yes, 2-person stacks. The thing that can change is he will buff one of the 3 elements, and that changes very slightly what you're supposed to do. If he buffs fire or lightning, then you're going to stand further away from the boss, because it makes the fire explosion larger and the lightning shots wider. So normally we would be standing on about where the markers are placed, or going further in. Then you just scoot out further when they get buffed. Yeah. Lightning is a line AoE, not a Protean, but is functionally just going into clock spot. It's not conal, it is a line. And then if ice gets buffed, it just makes the circle thicker, so you have to go further center. The lightning is just a big straight line. So it will go through that first mechanic, because that, I think, we'll pick up pretty quick on. Just remember, I'll call if it's clocks, which is lightning. The ice and they'll both go off at the same time. It'll just be like a big explosion of both things happening. I think maybe the donut AoE as ice will go off first, but it's fast enough that it doesn't matter. You're not finessing anything. So if we want to eat food and try it first to get through that first mechanic.
Let me know if my music comes through or anything.
Okay. It's weird like. This I believe is Tank Buster.
No. This is him setting stuff.
Lift the wires.
Oh, God.
Okay. This is, he's starting his hands. If you take a look at his hands, the mechanic is going to develop from there.
Oh,
these two things are very large tank busters. You have to have
maybe the
before.
optic.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think there's a swap.
Just res them and keep going. This is ice and fire. Go to your corner spot. Ice, so we are closer in on this inner circle. And then the stacks go off. Then he'll do it again. This is ice again with lightning next. Lightning is buffed, so we go out to the markers. And that's how light is up.
We never did discuss who those were.
What are you talking about? We know our clock spots in Light Party.
It's not light. Yeah, it's thick AoEs. It's not light parties for the fire stacks. So tanks and healers, you're going to be on cardinal spots like your normal clock spots. So.
I'm an idiot. My bad.
Yeah, no, all good. And
So
you would be standing on D for your normal clock spot. Yes, correct. And if it's fire, then you would just rotate clockwise. So Charlie, you would go from D to 4, and Cats, you would go from B to 2 to match your DPS. They come to us, yes, because lots of mechanics later are on intercards and not on cards, so it makes it easier for explaining stuff later.
Okay.
That's the reason we have to do it on the intercards. There's one later where you have to be there. Want to try it again and do it clean.
Yep, so, yeah, Bams, just make sure you're turning your tank on.
Yeah, I'll get the tank. Oh, yeah, after my opener.
Cats.
I was looking back at video. Okay?
Oh, Vamps, did you remember to turn OBS on?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't stack for the tank buster. It is a AoE one, so the tanks do need to be a little separated from each other. As well as the party. And remember, I forgot to mention this, but after the tank busters go off, immediately default to your clock spot. It will make it a lot easier timing-wise. This is a really loud after some changes. Okay. Get ready for the tank buster. That will shortly be followed by mechanics. Okay, now start moving to where you're supposed to be.
Sure, the tank buster's finished.
Well,
Okay. This is ice and fire. Wait for the buff to come out. Ice, so we are in on the inner circle. In your light parties. Yeah.
Oh, that light green, right?
Yeah, fire is light party. This is lightning. Let's wait for his buff and see what comes out. Ice, so you are staying where you are.
yeah, Cats, you see fire, you come to me.
Wait, is that light party or a two-person?
It's two-person stacks. Two-person stacks.
Okay.
It can be on tanks or it can be on supports or DPS. It can be either or.
Okay.
For ease of use, what I saw a lot of parties doing is right after they got healed from the Ravening, the big raid wide, they would just move off to the sides near where they pretty much move to their clock spots immediately, and that way tanks could just be north and south and not have to worry about moving.
So, Vamps, did you get hit once or twice with that tank buster?
Two hit tank buster, and we need to swap.
Okay. No. One was, if you looked at the boss's hands, one was wind, one was fire.
Yes, and we need to get hit by
we
wind
get
and
both.
fire each.
Okay, so
He does it twice. So
Well, you didn't die though.
Modric gets hit by the fire. We swap, and Modric gets hit by the fire, and I get hit by the wind. We swap aggro. He gets hit by the wind. I get hit by the fire. Neither of us die.
Oh,
You walked over. Someone walked over and got
That was-
clipped by the giant ass AOE from Tank Buster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Vamps. Did you find your power bank?
Give me a minute.
While he's doing that, while the tanks are going to be north and south, DPS, we can just flex a little inwards towards the healers. Not a lot, but just enough so we're not risking getting really close to the AoEs. I just mean don't be on the the north-south side of your inner card. Be a little more east-west side, if you know what I mean. It will make it a little easier to not murder yourself. But dude. You running for a power bank anymore?
Okay, I'm back.
But yeah, and if you see like the inner circle that's kind of built in the arena, that is where you have to be inside for the ice buff. And then this second ring where the markers are aligned, that is the safe spot. Anywhere within that is the safe spot for
How?
unbuffed ice that you
I
have to be.
assume the fire stacks are big enough to accommodate us when we're in the small circle, as long as we're on these lines.
Yeah, don't risk it, but yeah, like as long as you're just in, play at the edge of the line. I'm not saying like you need to be like like foot touching the edge, but like you don't need to be this far in when you can be this far out. Like you need to be in like that last quarter of the edge. About here is good, yeah, with sirens jumping.
I like
Any-
this.
Any closer than that is, it might not hit, but it's good practice to stay outside. And especially, we haven't seen buffed fire AoE. It is huge, the buff.fire AoEs.
So,
So you
like-
do need to be on like properly like in the marker.
So like fuck your uptime pretty much.
You can wiggle it, but like
Yeah.
because it's a
Yeah,
fast
at least
mechanic.
crack the timing down.
But just overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Let's just say that.
I love it. Literally just
Like-
quoted Nergus Dungeon. I love it.
Yeah, you just gotta. The first couple times you do it safe, and then. Yes, auto buzzer. Hey, RB, do you want to feint the Ravening, or do you want me to? You'll get the next one. It's just
Your M. Let's just say you're M1, so you do it first.
okay. Exception. They're ready to fire. Sweet. Here we go again.
Honestly, on the Ravening would probably be good.
Yeah, you can use it on the Raven.
That's a heavy raid wide.
And that way we can take some of the bigger moves. Okay, shields. And remember, this time, right after we get hit by the Ravening and get healed up, we're gonna immediately move to our clock spots. So we're gonna wait for the heals after this. So it goes up. I start yelling in the move. Right? Now move. Go to your clock spot. Go to your clock spot. Remember, if you are close to a tank, you need to wiggle a little bit away from them.
Rip.
Okay. This is group stacks, so rotate clockwise. Supports rotate clockwise. And this is going to be fire, so we need to go out. Go out to your markers.
That's cool.
Do a spell again. Yep.
Okay, so it looks like if people aren't alive for the fire stacks, people get extra. Because me and Kat's got extra one, I think.
Yeah, no, that's how all the mechanics work, is you will get extra shots. They'll just move over to wherever they're supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
So,
I
but-
realize that it's normal. I'm pointing it out.
We go again. Are you... Tanks, you
Bam.
guys getting
Basically, invoke
debuffs?
the moment you see the marker.
I did. Right.
Required anyway, no. I'll see if I can check something. It is.
Does my divination
This is my-
make better?
Yeah, that's fine. Wait for heals, and then move. Do a lot of clock spots.
Oh, okay. I shirked too soon. That's what happened there.
Alright. This is
Okay, so I'm
stacks
gonna,
again.
I'm gonna have to.
Supports
I'll have to
rotate
shirk after I
clockwise.
get hit.
Supports rotate clockwise. We are standing out at the markers. Now this is the lightning. And it is inside the first ring.
Wait, what?
They just have
I
extra
just went too
protein.
far,
so
I
you
got-
just
I-
you can double check.
Charlie, I went out too far and got by the out of range stuff.
Okay, yes.
You were in the right spot. I was in the bad spot.
I'll just have to shirk back after the tank buster damage, not during the second part.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
more
happened
similar to Goldes, where it's not an immediate need to switch right after.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know when the Ravening damage applies. I think it would be safe to apply whatever mitigation you have after the cast bar.
No.
No?
Damage snapshots.
No,
when the cast
because
bar is
it's
done.
not the same. It's not the same spell doing the damage. Look at what the spell doing the damage is. It's like soul something. It's a long time after the cast bar.
That is the
And-
weirdest AoE in the entire game, then. Because that's
Yeah,
how many of the
I
other
don't
ones
know.
work.
What I'm saying is, like, maybe we need to pay attention to see, because if you
there's another cast, then yes.
if you apply your
Check the
debuff
log and see what-
during the Ravening cast, it might fall off before the damage actually goes out.
And
Is what
that
I'm trying-
doesn't matter so long as the cast bar finishes with the buff on it. It snapshots that way.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm saying that it might be a different cast. I don't know.
We'd have to look to see if there's another
I'm
cast.
gonna
If
say
there
it.
isn't,
The VOD is up.
Because it's
Yeah, the VOD's not going to say. You gotta look at logs.
all
You,
the
want to look
Ravening.
for the Kokyo.
they do
prepared.
quite frequently name the actual damage that hits you, RB, as something different than the charge of the actual action itself.
No, I realize. I'm just saying it's
Yeah,
something to pay attention to. Like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying.
yeah. Oh, I'm just pointing out.
Yeah.
I want to ask, how do those light... What did I get hit by? What murdered me? Because I saw like a
The
light
light-
wave.
It's just the
is-
proteins, yeah.
Nice.
This is supports rotate. Supports rotate. This is ice. Go in. Inner circle. Now it'll be the opposite. Go back to your clock spots. Get healed up. Buffing ice. We are inside again. Well done. This is a fire. Rotate. This is fire. Go out to the markers.
Make sure, yeah.
Still goes off. I just want to see it
Yeah, here's the ice.
Yeah, that's everybody else that went out to fight.
Unbuffed ice.
We probably want to get back to our default positions for healing and stuff.
Do you have
This is
faint?
the-
Okay.
I'll pay for that. Non-first mechanic. Okay. Watch how this mechanic works. I'll tell you if front or behind safe, but you're gonna have to check the cracks. Behind will be safe. This is a tank, or actually wait, no, this is gonna be just the tank buster, my bad.
Is swap tank buster? Is that what happened?
Okay, you're gonna get knocked back by this purple. So you gotta
Oh,
get knocked
God.
back into these walls. Okay. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, I
let's-
see.
Okay, ruby weapon, but you have to check to see if it's rear or behind, or rear or front.
yeah, he does it twice. So he's gonna do It's whichever one's first. So he either does out. I believe it's out, attack behind, and in, or he's gonna attack behind him, or you have to go inside. It's a donut AoE or a behind him attack. As well, when you get hit by the knockback, I forgot about this part. When you get hit by that knockback, you need to get knocked into one of those walls as well as be in pairs. So, because it's all, that was a DPS rotate, I believe that mechanic is always on north, south, east, west. So, DPS would rotate, you get knocked back, you take your two-person stacks at the wall that you get knocked back into with your tank or healer buddy. I believe for that one they are always on cards, yes.
Just minor note on the second tank buster. It's a swap because I get a
Sorry.
Oh, good.
I died to autos.
There's no
Just-
ball.
Okay.
Just take him in the middle, we don't need openers. This is gonna be raid line. We're just learning. So let's do the first mechanic again. Get all healed up.
There is a death wall.
Now there
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's, I'm really sorry about that.
Oh good. I wanted to check something anyway in a second. So our next poll is not going to be an opener poll anyway. And we don't need to right now. Anyway.
Guess
But-
you want to check aggro range?
Yeah, I'm going to do it in a sec. Let me watch this video real quick just to make sure I'm correct.
It's here. It's right outside.
Play the game. It's going to do a pull. We're just,
So it's
we don't
kind
need
of
openers
near.
right now, it's fine. No, don't jump.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're doing a real pull. But I guess not now because we're going to die to this thing in a sec. Yeah, even if we get pulls like that, until we're like over halfway through the fight, we should just do them. There's no reason not to.
And you're right.
Mechanic practice and like openers, we can do our openers. We're able to do that.
If I was playing Old Summoner, I'd disagree very much with you. Just because Old Summoner is very scripted, and you need to be in certain parts, and just the way the
Yeah,
it's just the way
Do
the
we want to do
job
like a
works.
5-second countdown for Prog then?
okay, give it.
Yeah, it's 5 second go.
Please?
Sorry.
Is Nep ready?
No, I was checking something. Up. And we'll do it with the blocks. We've got them. Check his hands. This is fire. Rotate. Fire buff, go out to the markers. We can be at max melee. Okay, now go to clock spots. This is going to be lightning. See it. It is ice, so be inside this middle circle. This is fire again, rotate. And it's buffed ice, so we are on the inner circle. Well done. Okay. We healed up. Okay, these are on inner cards. I was on another thing. So, go to your intercard spot. You're one over, Charlie. Charlie, you're one more.
Charlie, you're north with Siren.
He's gonna get punched. This purple thing's appearing. This is going to knock us back. Don't get your thing.
Oh, you said they were on card!
I said that they weren't just that time. This is front combination, so he's gonna hit in front of him. Dodge this. Now get out.
How do you know when the walls are gonna be?
That you can see them behind you long before you figure it out. The tank's just gonna get busted up. And I think that may be another group stack.
That is a group stack. That is a partner stack.
Partner stack again, probably, because both of them had one.
Let me check.
Party or partner?
It's
That's one.
no.
It's
the big
light
rock.
parties.
The big rock that comes out when he kicks the ground. There's two of them. It's a light party stack. We need to
Yeah,
beat
that
them.
one was the last one is a light party stack. So you will go B and D with your respective light party. And that happens at the end. So now it's all come back to me as the mechanic occurs. So I was confused about that part because I hadn't seen it go inner cards in a very long time. So it can be either inner cards or cards. You will rotate if you need to. So if you're on a card, come to an inner card. If you're on the inner card, come to a card. And you'll rotate clockwise always, forever and always. Just look behind you. I'll call it out when I see it, but always check to be sure. Then you'll get knocked back, and he'll be doing an attack that is AoE'd after. It's the big donut kick you saw at the very start. You go inside, you have to be inside the donut, and also in a safe spot. Find a safe spot. You just see it by where the cracks are going on the ground. There's multiple sometimes.
There's long and short cracks. So you want to be away from the short cracks and closer to the long cracks.
Yeah. And then he's going to do the opposite followed by whatever his cast bar is saying. So he's either going to be doing like a back kick to mess everybody up behind him, or a front kick, as well as a close ranged AoE. He'll be doing chariot. So you have to dodge the donut and get outside. And then I believe he can also go the other way. Get outside, go inside the donut.
Is it always in, then out?
I believe it can be opposite as well. It can be out and in.
And what's the count?
The first AoE he does has a marker out for a while. Like the donut, remember the donut that was out just then? It was there for like a few seconds while the cracks were coming out. So you can kind of see it coming. Yeah. You have time for it. Don't worry, this is one of 4 mechanics in the fight.
Were you progging on him earlier or something?
What? Oh no,
I just watched lots of odds.
I mean, I just watched like a couple people do it, and at this point, I've just learned mechanics well enough that I can watch people and figure out how they're doing it based on their files and like what exactly the mechanic does. You just get addicted to the game long enough. I guess I also do this as part of my day job, so I'm used to learning new things. Go to your clocks, good job. Tank's getting busted. Okay, look at his hands, see what the pretty colors are. This is fire and ice. So we are with our group. Rotate to your body. Fire out. Max melee. Come back in. Decide. See what's coming up. This is going to be a lightning now, so we're going to be in our box again. This is lightning out. Max melee. Out. This is fire. Go with your partner. This is ice whip inside.
Cats.
Rising. Okay, there's going to be another Ravening coming up soon. Up. Okay, these are our cards. Rotate to Cardinals. If you're a tank healers, you can stay. Tank healers can stay where they are. Stay with me turn. This is a fist, he's gonna get flustered. Okay, we're gonna get knocked back. You ready? Into the wall. You get hit by your AoE. Boom.
Oh, okay.
This is the circle. Check where the safe spot is. I got hit by that? Okay. Oh no. Now we go inside. Hit by the thing. And then this is another tank buster, I believe. Oh, I'm dumb. I keep forgetting about the stack. That was part of the stacks at the very end. Oh well. I just see Archaic Factory and I just think of Ascendant Fish becomes before it.
Yeah.
No, so me and Vamps just learned something very important.
Get knocked back. Do not knockback resist.
Yeah,
No,
do
I
not
gap close. I gap close.
Oh, you
too
gap
early is what
close.
happened. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't slight because you just didn't move on my screen.
Oh, I
That
didn't.
was part-
So funny.
No, you didn't.
I was partnered with Madra that time, and it was like, watched him get deleted, and I'm like, oh man.
On the plus side, even if you stand on top of me, you're fine.
Does that take
Or
Buster
that one.
AoE? I have no idea.
No.
I ran away from you thinking it might hit me.
No, I don't think that one, please.
I didn't like it. Eat, fight. Gluttony's all good. Weird, get your traps. Yep, clock. This is fire. Rotate clockwise if you're tank healer. Out. Max melee. Come back in, go to your clock spots. This is lightning, go out to max melee. This is fire, rotate back. In, stay in the inner circle. Well done. We're healed up. Okay, this is going to be on Cardinals. So DPS rotate, tanks healers go to your normal clock spots. So with this is a tank buster. So make sure to take this. get knocked back into the wall. Okay, this severe combination is going to attack behind himself after this. Oh crap.
How are we?
You have to cross the other side and probably move inside quickly. And this is Lindor, then light party stacks. Go to B and D based on your light party.
Hey,
I'm
Madra,
about to
have
say,
an
Madra, let's solo this. Let's solo this. The AoE was like, no, Summoner, you're dead.
Hey, Madra, have an idea there.
Okay.
Me and you swap.
Sure.
I wanted to say something. So, like, with these swaps, it's not a big deal right now, but, like, those are kind of getting fucked. Maybe we have the tanks up front when they take the tank buster? Is there enough time to move?
They can't be that close to each other because it's
But
the
they-
AoE.
The second
It's-
is
Yeah, they can still be
It's-
sufficiently close to each other that the rear doesn't go to the north of the arena when they swap.
Should Katz and I swap then?
Are you saying for positionals?
No, that would still be 90 degrees. Yeah, for like it's like I'm
So
saying maybe
I
until
believe the distance is from 4 to just past 1.
yeah, and there's time to move into our clocks after the.
Let me check something for you real quick.
Yeah, there's time to move.
Because okay. In this POV, the tanks are in the same setup that we have them, but the off tank doesn't it just turns tank stance off and lets it get taken back off them. And it happens within like a second. The boss just
Yeah.
turns around, hits him, and then turns back around. So, and that
So
that'll
oh.
really fun. So we can just do that.
Yeah, so your Vogue timing will have to be like perfect, Vamps.
My shirk timing is going to have to be perfect.
No, because you won't have tank stance on. That's what he's saying.
Well,
So
no,
you'll-
he just, no. That he's gonna have it on, but what he does, he just turns it off,
Okay.
and it's not gonna nuke his enmity instantly. It'll just prevent him from getting any more
I can
Oh,
save
so-
expedient for when we're running, by the way, if we want.
for the rocks
Yeah,
or for the cracks. Yeah,
Well-
that would be good. We should probably not all in as much as we are on. What do you call it? Ravening. I feel like we're using a lot of stuff on it.
Well, and for the Dynamo Chariot cracks, I think it's always like in or out first, then cracks.
Yeah, it is always that.
Yeah, so like get away from the cracks first, or rather, no, it's the other way around. It cracks then AOE. Yeah,
And
cracks.
they happen at effectively the same time. So the AoE that's shown on the floor beforehand, you have to dodge that as well as the cracks. There
I
is
didn't-
time to get across.
They don't go off the same time.
They do.
Did
Visually,
they?
it might be yes. The spin kicks that he does either in Chariot or Dynamo, the big donut or the center AoE.
And they go off
The
the same
half
time
we
as
use
the crack.
half.
Yes, they go off at the same time.
Where was the safe spot then? Because I did not see a single safe spot
You
between
needed
the
to
crack
run-
and the.
Then you
Dynamo.
needed to run behind him. You have to run through him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you.
I
It's
just
not.
pulled
You're
up the
not always
video.
guaranteed one directly in front of you. There is like,
It-
if you watch the POV I posted earlier.
No, I haven't had time to watch it. Sorry.
No,
I just-
that's
I
fine.
just
I'm
pulled
just
it.
saying, like, you can watch the POV and you'll see them. That's what they have to
I just-
do. Is run
RB,
through.
I just pulled up the video of it because I'm constantly recording right now. It's those two things go off at the same time, but then there's like almost 3 seconds until he decides to kick rear or forward. So there's plenty of time to.
Yeah,
away
so
from
you
that.
can get in front of him and
He staggers
dodge
out
the,
the kick.
the cracks and then dodge the kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, one side is going to have, like, far cracks, and the other side's going to have near cracks then?
It's random.
Oh,
There's just
It's
some
random.
there's some close cracks, some far cracks. There's
It's just
there's
that
a
kick is
safe
really
spot.
staggered
Okay,
out.
yes, I'm talking my time, please. Thank you.
It's the cracks on the ground. They're
Mhm.
going to go in random spots. There is a safe spot somewhere, and you just have to go find it. Usually, if it's not like immediately visible to you, then just sprint through the boss, and
Okay.
it'll be on the other side. The boss will have the front kick or the back kick that it's prepping for long after the crack mechanic is over, like 3 seconds after the crack mechanic's over, and you gotta dodge that. And then well, it'll do the opposite mechanic, Charlie. So if center's unsafe first, then center will be safe for the second set of cracks. If center is safe first, then it will be unsafe for the second set. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. It just does one than the other. It's just like you still always do the same set of mechanics. It's just like the first mechanic, where you always end up doing fire and lightning at some point. It just flips back and forth. Yeah, and it always ends with the light parties. So you get the 2 cracks, light parties. Boot up if you need it.
Thank you, Maps.
Nice and easy. Good job, guys. This is fire. Rotate. Takes units. Fire out. Come back in. Get healed up. This is going to be lightning next. Just be on the clock. Lightning out. Come back in. Tiny bit of heal. And then it's gonna be fire, come in.
Cats.
After we get healed up, go to your primary. Wait to get healed up in this. We're already healed, easy. Go to a call now with your DPS. You gotta make the move. Smoke Buster. Okay. Personal responsibility time. You gotta clear this one out on your own. Okay. Then, and then light parties.
Light parties, light parties.
Good job. This is a road light immediately after.
Froggers.
Yeah,
I'm getting RB, I'm getting RB.
that'll be your fate right there, already. With that raid light.
Okay. I've been fainting the tank busters too.
Yeah. Then if you have it up.
Yeah, no, I will.
Okay. I believe this next mechanic is messy. I'll go. After raising. I got this one again.
Yeah, looks like they'll just be painting the Ravens.
Okay. So these things are on Cardinals. Yeah, okay. This is the hard mechanic of the fight. Just take a look at what he does.
Limit cut.
It's not limit cut. It's not limit cut.
Okay.
Blue's supposed to be away. Blue's supposed to be away.
Dive bomb? That's like.
Okay. So,
Okay,
I'm gonna... It is... everybody, if you pay attention to your Discord, it's time to break out MS Paint. There's a video earlier, but this will be a little easier to explain one by one.
Okay, MS Paint. Let's see your awesome teacher drawing skills. Damn, that's a perfect skill.
Yeah, I know, I got the circle tool. Okay, everybody face green here. So, unless somebody really wants to do the first strat that I believe Madra posted, we can, I think the second one is a little cleaner. So, unless if you have a complaint, bring it up now. If not, I'm going. Okay, sounds like I'm going. Okay. Here's how 11 strike balls, aka Messi, works. He's gonna summon the walls, and it's gonna be, I believe, always on Cardinals. I'm like 99.9% sure. There's no reason for it not to be.
Every video I've seen is always showing Cardinals.
Sweet. And if not, then it doesn't really matter because of how we can treat it. So he's gonna go like this. He's gonna show up, he's gonna be like, boom, put up the walls, and 4 balls will appear. 4 kickable balls, all of the same size in game. Each of them is gonna have a number above it. So, for this case, for the visual, I'm just gonna do it nice and easy. It's gonna have 1, 3, 5, and 7. I can count. What he does is he goes up to the ball and he kicks it across the arena, and when it hits the wall, it explodes. It does not deal any damage to anything it goes through, just around the area where it hits the wall. When it hits the wall, it will immediately spawn a tower there. When the tower appears, it's going to be explosion, followed by someone soaking the tower immediately. If you notice, above your head, for a few of you, you had some numbers. The numbers are 2, 4, 6, and 8. Now, the order that I'm going to refer to them in is going to be 6, 8, 2, 4, because this is the order you soak the towers in. So, our goat Messi is going to show up, he's going to kick a ball, and everybody, I'm going to say everybody for now, until we do our next thing, is going to be chillin' center, because we don't get hit by the balls, so we just chill center. He's going to kick the ball down, and Mr. Number 6, or Mrs., is going to be vibing here. Ball's going to go by, explode. They will run in and soak the tower after that happens. Then our goat is going to move to number 3, and he's going to kick number 3 across the arena. What happens? We get another one. Then number 8 is going to soak this tower just like number 6 did. Same thing happens for 5 when he kicks it across the arena, and 7 when he kicks it across the arena. You take them in this order because of what I will now explain is the second half of this mechanic. The next half is what's called fire and defamation. While this is happening, these numbers, this is what these numbers actually mean as relevance. So number 2 is the order that it's just the order the mechanics go off in. So he's going to kick a ball, and then number 2's explosion is going to go off. So it'll be 1 and then 2. They'd happen, they're supposed to go in order. They happen at effectively the same time. 2 and 4, your fire will be down here in this bottom right corner that I'm going to circle. Make sure you move around the game. I just got it. You will take your fire down here. Your fire will go off, and it's an AoE, but it is not very large. So you just need to be here and away from the party to not cause problems. Now, while this is happening, somebody is going to get a defamation for every kick he does. Now, if that's the size of a normal fire AoE, this is the size of a defamation AoE. Actually, a little bigger. It goes slightly into the middle of the arena. This is where the first 2 defamations will go. The first 2 defamations will be in the top right. So defamation 1 and 2 will be up here vibing. So it's going to go like this. At speed, it's going to be kick, soak, tower, kick, explosion, tower, fire, and defamation are all going to happen. It looks very scary. It is not. The party, you're like, hey, I'm chilling in the middle. This thing goes in the middle. What do? You go towards fire. Fire, between fire and defamation is the safe spot. It is very simple. Like, if you look in game, like, effectively, if 1 was north, because 1 is not always north, I would be standing, like, inside, further inside. I just don't want to pull the boss. But I would be standing about, like, I'd be chilling, like, here, where A is, if I'm the party, in that little quadrant. Now, back to MS Paint. So, you have your first 2 soaks happen. It goes, boom, explosion, boom. The exact same way, except now the tower is getting soaked over here by, on the other side. The defamations and the fires will stay in the same spot. What we do for the next one is, hey, we've got towers that are going to be up here. What do? We switch them around. So we take our fire, we put fire, we take number 6 and number, 8, 8. And these guys are going to soak their fire up here. Now these buddies, defamations number 3 and 4, you guys are down where fire was. It's very simple, just like before. Defamations 3 and 4, it's just mirrored diagonally to cover up the new safe spot. So we open up these for towers number 2 and 4. Now, if you think about it, now 6, 8, 2, 4. Wait, this makes sense now. 2 and 4 are busy exploding, so 6 and 8 are soaking towers. 6 and 8 are exploding fires. Now 6 and 8 are over here exploding in fire, and 2 and 4 can take these towers. That is how the mechanic works. Any question? Yes, Charlie. I see your chat. What is your question? Yes. If you didn't, there is a case where you don't get a number over your head, as only 4 people are getting numbers over your heads. That means you're getting the defamations, which come up in order. You don't get a number with your defamation, the big giant circle AoE. It just comes up when it's your time. So you get called to action. You've signed up for the draft, and you've been sent to war in the corner to let your thing explode.
So just clarifying that the defamation just has the marker over your head. You get the marker, you fuck off to Uganda because you're about to explode.
Yes. It's like, oh shit, what up? I'm out.
You do need to check. Do you go to Uganda or Nigeria?
Yes. Remember, if you're defamation 1, you're going northeast. You are getting out of here. Yeah, and you are going to the wall. All the way. The boss isn't... You can't attack the boss here, so the boss is untargetable. Because he's busy being our goat. He's busy being messy, and he's kicking these lone strikes around. We can't do anything about it. So... Yeah. Oh, yeah, like... if there's a wall, like where you're standing, Charlie, when the wall's up, I believe the electric Zizzy's here. So all the way to the edge, and it will clip through the center like a tiny bit. So just be a little away from center if you're in the party. Yeah, the center of the arena.
Whoa.
He's back. But yeah, that's just how this mechanic works. Let's see if we can get there again.
I was just trying to close the pop-out window for Discord, not Discord.
Yeah, it does that. So yeah, this is the hard mechanic of the fight. Straight up, people progged this fight for like 8 hours. They did the fight normally for like 2 when they learned how the first mechanics worked, and then they spent the next like 5 figuring out how to do that mechanic, and then actually being able to do it. You have a question, Caps?
Yeah, I sort of have a bit of difficulty understanding, like, so I didn't, when we did that, I didn't have a marker, so which tower would I be soaking?
You're not soaking the tower.
If you don't have a marker, then eventually a defamation will appear your head. A defamation just looks like a big bluish circle. It looks very terrifying. You'll know when you have it.
It's small.
It's like a flare marker.
It's literally the small circle that you go across from.
It's the dive bomb marker, Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So, and that's the one that you have to run all the way to the corner for. So you see where I have 1, 2, 3, 4 written in blue?
Yeah. So wait, how do you know who takes the fire stack?
It is your time. So it's you just take it by yourself.
But again, how do you know?
So
you have a number. You have a number above your head.
Oh, okay. So the person who takes the tower takes the fire.
No. So you see how each of the balls will have a number above it. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah.
Each player will have a number above their head. 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are the fires. Those are the fire hits.
Oh,
so
okay.
when 2 and 4 are going to be letting their fires go off before they ever soak a tower. 6 and 8 have to soak a tower first before exploding.
Okay, so 2 and 4 are going to go southwest as default.
Yes.
They're going to go opposite of 3 and 5, of 1 and 3.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, they go opposite of 1 and 3. Do not stand together. That is asking to die. Let 2 go off, trade places.
Actually, I guess
Let 4 go
technically...
off, then move.
Actually, I guess technically, everyone who gets a number over their head goes opposite of 1 and 3. And then 6 and 8 just move out to take a tower, 2 and 4 stick back to get fired.
If you're going to take your tower, I recommend going in the intercard that isn't occupied by a fire explosion.
Correct.
So you can just, and trust me, the explosions aren't that big. You can just stand like here, walk in, take tower. 6, 8, 2, 4, correct.
It would be helpful to call out the order of the death.
Yeah, it's gonna be saying like, I'm gonna be like, 6 soak, 2 explode, 8 soak, 4 explode, 2 soak, 6 explode, 4 soak, 8 explode.
Yeah, no, this is kind of like the first mechanic of it.
Yeah, it's not a very expansive mechanic. It just, you have to do it right.
Yeah.
Now, again, see if we can get to it. Again. It's like soccer kick, but even harder. Yeah. Yeah, but he's messy. It's our goat.
We got 30 minutes left. Let's try to see. Let's go as far as we can.
Good check, by the way.
This is the mechanic that I wanted to see and really try once or twice tonight. Like proper tries where we're alive when we're at it.
Honestly, it doesn't seem that bad.
It doesn't, because we've had hours of other people wiping for us.
Yeah.
Okay, get healed, go to your clock. This is magic. Show us your hands. This makes me feel good. Boom. Fire first, rotate. Out. In box. Wait for 27. Ice, so we're in. Back to fire. Well done. In. Well done. Get healed up. Wait for 20 kick mechanic with rocks. It's him, the pugilist of all time. Okay, after we get healed up from this, get to your spot. So this is going to be a late feint, RB, so you touch right first. Yeah. Okay, come inside, dodge the O's, and then get in front of him. Well done. Oh, yeah, I got hit by that. No. You get to your light parties. This might be a random, because it's harder like yours. Yeah.
Rip.
Madra, unless you take it back naturally, let me take the second tank buster right here.
Sure.
And do you not have feint from the last tank buster, RD? Or...
No, I won't have it until... Because I use it on the double tank buster.
Okay, then I'm just not gonna feint the second Ravening. This doesn't seem good. It's very hard.
Well,
now that we aren't getting hit by it entirely unmitigated.
No, that first tank buster is gonna be magical, isn't it? So it'd probably be better for... I don't know, maybe move the Adel from Ravening to the tank buster?
We do have Macrocosmos on Ravening, so we can take a lot of damage and be fine.
Okay. Are we just taking 5? Or...
Okay, if you're not gonna use Microcosmos, I mean it's still fine. We have. Do you have intervention or whatever? The one that's just the explodey star thing that you OGCD and it just heals and regens. Yeah, you can just use that for it, can't you? If you have it.
Siren, I think there's time if you use an Addle or a Feint on the first Ravening. I think it's back up for the Light Party stacks. I think
it is up for Light Party stacks. I mostly, I'm more concerned with the initial knockback because we just need to be as high health as for following dodges. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but just like having one thing on it, I can just move my Feint. We don't have to worry about it. It's just the Feint that needs to move. I gotta turn off my Discord stream lagging again. For reference, later now. My art.
Was my expedient timing for that good, by the way?
Yes, it saved me.
What I'm doing is right before the purple knockback is when I'm pressing it, because we're all in range at that point.
Yeah, and that's good because it also gives us the mitt. So if we get clipped, an important thing there is that getting clipped does not give you a vuln or a damage down, but it does give you a light dot. So, like, lots of people are getting clipped by that all the time, just because there's so much going on there. So I think it helps to have a little bit of mid on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think Expedient is like perfect for that. That is an Expedient mechanic.
Dude, it feels so nice to be back on Scholar, personally. And for once, after so many years, I have changed stratagem timings down. It helps when you have a ninja.
You just look.
Oh, I've been popping it like 1 second before you.
Good. That's my go. Use divination too. You gotta wait your GCDs, Charlie. You're better than you're better than this. You know better.
Getting my early cards right at the right time.
I mean, it's all cost, but outside form. Okay. Flip stabs. Rotate. Raise bubbles. Nothing. Enjoy your feelings. Enjoy your flux. And get away!
Cats.
You got it first one. Gotta believe.
Madra, you have X-Cog on you for...
Okay, these are on enter cards. Tanks healers are to first one. Good Siren. Scoot over more time. There you go. Good thing I didn't. Tension gym on the boss. Look at that. Oh wow, I walked into it.
Okay, that chariot is like maximum range.
Yeah, you can max it. Yeah, that mechanic is just gonna be fine.
How is the kick telegraph? Sorry.
Which one? The front back one?
Yeah.
It'll say it in his cast bar.
Cast bar.
Are you a fellow max size cast bar gamer?
No.
I
Yeah.
highly recommend it.
Screen space is very limited right now. I am on a TV.
I just use it. It's like one of the few things I have available. Like prominently on my screen. You guys are nailing the playlist. This is fire, rotate. Fire out. Gives you stuff. Electric out. Astro slide part 2. Rotate. Nice. Staying. Good job. We're orbiting soon. Unfolding my state for arcade punch facing. These are going to be on enter cards. So Tim's healers, you will rotate. What combination is these different pieces? Yeah, they're and this is parties, stacks, light parties. B and D, B and D.
Yeah. I accidentally mistyped.
No, the fucking track AoEs are huge.
Yeah.
I didn't do Ruby weapons, so I need to get used to them.
Oh, these things are bigger than Ruby, but yeah.
These things are like twice the size of
Well,
Ruby.
this is my first time seeing this mechanic in hard combat. Is what
Yeah,
I meant.
this one is like, I like this mechanic a lot. It's a real nice personal responsibility mechanic. Really good to learn from.
Oh, you took 76k even.
Yes.
We go again.
I only had 76k HP.
That's a more acceptable divination. I'll take it. Hey, the more you know.
When do I want to be there?
Fuck. Contemplating the duality of death from coffee toast. Fire first. I swear it can be something else. Fire out. Heal. Lightning out. Fire fire. Okay. Have a good day. Hang out over your food. Stay inside. Okie. Funny Raven moment. These are going to be on enter cards. See it's with the right step. And see if he's fucking behind. Who was? Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, now party starts TP. Yeah, I'll try to remember to look at the front behind area in the crossbar. And keep forgetting that point. Make sure your food has enough time. All good. We go again. Seriously?
You can walk me through this way.
It's because I'm standing back too far. He doesn't come all the way to me.
You can try face pulling him and just not use a range attack to pull him.
Yeah, fuck your pizza.
Dad, no!
Positionals, what are those?
Painful. Here, clock spots, you have clocks. Whew. You're ready for magic to happen. Fire! Hanging with the band. Ouch. 45k. Come back in for the heals. And we do it again. Lightning. Ouch. Now it's a fire tower. In set seed Minecraft speedrun. until an enter card. Adjust as needed once we get healed up. Oh, we don't even need healing. This is awesome. This is the Ascendant, and that is the Fist.
Omnica.
Front combination. Front combination.
Fuck!
Do not stand in front of him. Go inside. Prepare to dodge the next set of cracks. B and D. B and D. Go to your party. Raid wide. Ascendant Fist, Tank Buster. You got time to get people up.
Hard resing. Oh, never mind. I got it.
Healed up. Pay attention. If you need to take your hand off your buttons and stop trying to do anything but think about the mechanic, that is perfectly fine. Okay. Find one, and you're going to treat number one as north. Check your numbers. Try not to stand on another person so you can see it. One is north, okay? 6 is going to soak first tower. 2 needs to be ready to explode. Defamation out in the corner. Number 8 needs to take their tower. Oh,
Damn it.
Okay. This was a I forgot to mention this. It will go clockwise or counterclockwise. So if it's counterclockwise, you just need to mirror my MS Paint image from earlier vertically. That was my bad. I forgot to mention this part of the mechanic. This key part of the mechanic, yeah. But that was good. That was good. We got there.
Counterclockwise or clockwise?
So, here, I'm pulling up the MS Paint again on my stream to explain easier.
You want to watch what direction 1 to 3 is. 1 can either be clockwise or counterclockwise from the 3.
Yeah. So it'll either be clockwise going 1, 3, 5, 7, or counterclockwise going the other way.
The order of the balls, okay.
Yeah, it's the order of the balls, but that's important because it'll mirror where the defamations and fire go, if that's the case.
So clockwise is as you drew, counterclockwise is.
Yeah, like you see where 1 and 2 is on the picture. If you just put it on the west side instead of the east side, it would be that's where the defamation would go instead. Still up north, it would just be flipped.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. Defamation goes between 1 and 3 is an easy way to put it.
How come we all died middle? Did the defamation just not go out? Or?
No, a fire didn't go out, so a fire exploded in the middle. Whoever was 4.
Yeah.
Also, the tower exploded.
Yeah, they're all good. You kind of, I can call the numbers, but it's fast enough that you kind of have to be like, this is my number, this is my job. It's kind of like in E8 phase 2, like when you know you're out, when you're short alpha, you know what you have to do. Like you don't question what your job is. But yeah, all good. We've got the image study over.
Yeah. Also, I have to say we've been making good progress, like 60%.
Yeah. Let's take another pull. Try and get to that mechanic one more time. We've got enough time to get to that in this lockout.
That was only 4 minutes in, by the way.
Yeah. It's a little under 9 minutes to kill the boss. fire. Rotate.
Sure, this can change.
I'm almost sure. Inside. You click the lightning. See, that's it. Lightning out.
And
Back to fire with the homies.
fire and out for this one?
It could be. We'll see.
Does it always
Fire and
alternate? It's always been alternating this entire time. It does one and then the other combination after the lightning. It keeps alternating back and forth.
Yeah, it alternates back and forth. It's just
No, I
in
mean
and
like
out.
it
I
does.
don't-
It does the in whatever it does first. The second time the fire and ice shows up, it'll do the exact opposite.
Sweet.
Whatever it didn't do the first time, it's done it every time countlessly.
Yeah. Okay, let's
The light.
north.
I'm getting siren up.
It's cardinals, and it's normal cardinals. DPS are rotating. That time, so gonna be back nice and easy. You're with me, Charlie. You're with me. Okay. This is front combination. Be ready to dodge.
Oh god.
This is out. Oh, I still got hit. Damn. Then it's with your light parties.
Okay. If we don't have everybody for the stacks, we should just come party.
As it's not a matter of that. This is good.
Please tell me who you're healing, who you're resing.
Getting that.
Rose in black.
You're all up. Alright, you're ready for Messi. Okay. I'll try and fire quickly. C is north. It is clockwise. 2, go out to your fire spot. Defamation, be ready. 6 is soaking tower. 4, go out to your fire spot. 8, soak your tower.
Oh fuck.
Is this the right spot for blue tower?
What was
Yeah, for the
What was the
since
tower
that was
again?
that would be. 1 second. I'm gonna answer his question and then we'll move around. Cats, that would be correct if you were 1 or 2. You were technically the 3rd there, so you would have come back here, or you would have come
No, he was
relative.
the 4th. He was the 4th.
Oh,
so
he
he
was-
would have. He would have.
He still would have come back here. Yeah, 3rd, 3 and 4 both come back here. It
So I
flips.
was
No, you
No,
were.
no, no.
You
You-
were 180 degrees off.
Yeah,
Damn it.
it's like this. When the first 2 go off, and then fire and defamations flip. So defamations for the first 2 go off in what would be the adjusted northeast corner, and then then 3 and 4 would go down to southwest. They just flip their spots. And think of it as like you gotta clip the balls that are currently getting kicked, is where the defamations go. So if he's kicking the balls, then you need to be at those. Your defamation goes by those. If the balls have been kicked, then you need to be by the new set of balls.
Okay, so
And
Fire.
it is. Sorry, you can ask your question.
no, I was saying okay, so fires go off in the order of 2, 4, 6, 8. Towers are taken 6, 8, 2, 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
you should
2
always have
and
a case.
4 2 and 4 are gonna bait their AoEs in the southern inner card, whichever one it was.
Yeah, southwest or southeast, whichever,
Okay.
based on counterclockwise. Yeah. So you're one at a time. All right, so you're good at RB?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, he's going to kick his ball, it's going to go flying, it's going to hit a wall, and an AoE will go off immediately around it, yes. And by big, I mean, like, if D was where the ball hit, it would hit me if I was, like, here, but not if I was here, you know? So, you just got to be a little further in.
Like kind of at the edge of the wall.
Yeah. And I would recommend not standing next to the fire. You can even stand center and just walk out after the explosion goes out. Because, again, balls don't deal damage to you. And that was a good 90 minutes.
We have another 15 minutes of break.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. I'll be back in like seconds.
Yeah, I get it. Just look for the 1 and 3 if your the first 2 fires go that way. If you're Deathlimations, you go the opposite side of 1 and 3. And then
I'm back.
switch it around after the first 2 explosions, basically.
You think this fight's harassing healers? Just wait till P10.
And
Want to know how many tank busters P10 has?
they've been liking their damage with Pandemonium.
I don't think it's harassing me.
It's making your game more engaging.
No, it's just Charlie's healing.
Remember, healers were always complaining that there wasn't enough to do.
Yeah.
Always shit to do.
All of Pandemonium has like been a whole like they cranked up the damage just a little bit. From
I've
even-
really
Just a
enjoyed
little bit.
Pandemonium as a whole.
It's been a good set of, it's been a good raid set.
Alright, let's try to finish out these last little bit.
Go to your crops. Power. Rotate. Ice is in. Ready for lightning. In. So get in and out of this water. And now fire again. Out.
all night.
No, the fires have been swapping every time.
Yeah, I know the fire and lightning. It's happening. It's happening in and out. Intercards. Tanks, healers, rotate. This is ascendant. This is rear, as in BK. Now be inside, and then party stacks.
Tank
Like
LB?
this-
I'm getting napped.
I am up.
Tank LB was there.
Okey-dokey. Prep for messy. Now remember, he leaves for right before 2 minutes, so don't bother
Inner
with for
cards.
2 minutes.
Inner cards, inner cards, inner cards.
Yeah, just always treat one as north. One is north. Find one. Check your numbers.
One is on 3, going clockwise.
Who you're going to be. You're the other spot trainer.
Application slot.
Yeah,
I finally had made it to the tower on time.
Yeah, it's fine. You just have to always treat one, wherever the one ball is, as your new north, and then you move based off that. Inner cards, the walls don't matter. It's more kind of like just basing everything you do off one. Blobs. Rocky, Spocky. Now, you get spelled up. It's fire. So we're rotating to our partners. Our partners. We're inside because it's ice. I'm just gonna switch to lightning. Somebody's got to packs up real quick. Good, so lightning and out. Hopefully we don't get double shot. Starbucks double shot, just murdered there. Now back to your partners. Out. Goodbye, cool world. Nope, it was on tanks healers. Get wrecked.
No, bye. E.
Unlucky. Slow resin. It's all good, we got time. It's gonna be a ravening happening, so be ready for that. Northeast, southwest. So rotate DPS or rotating for this mechanic. Tanks healers just sticking out your normal partners. This is simply ascendant. We're getting our big rock breakers, getting off into a wall.
Rear. Be in front.
You can dodge off. Now be out. Yeah. And then DB.
Tank LB.
Yeah, that one's a done deal. Yeah. We go again. Yeah. Whoops. Go time. Shadow Wizard Moneyboy, who loves casting spells. And it is fire, rotate. Ice, we're in. That's going to be lightning. In. Now fire again. Did we get the legendary triple infield? Ouch. Come to south and get your car. Post was brought to you by South Gang. It's gonna be DPS rotating. Once you get healed up, head out to your spots. That was a good day. Make sure you're not standing in the knockback area. It will kill you instantly. This is in front of him. Make sure you're not getting blocked. Stand outside of his hitbox now. Far out. Get healed up and go to your light parties. Well done, gamers. This is a late ride. Back in it, messy time. Pull up the diagram on the other monitor if you can. I'm doing it too. Prepare to locate one. Prepare to locate one. It is counterclockwise. Look at your numbers. 6 is soaking. Go out to where you're supposed to be. Six soaks. Soaks.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. All good though. That was a really good first hit. That was really good.
I needed to go to C, didn't I?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at you.
No,
I
that
was trying to focus on what I needed.
I killed everybody with fire.
Yeah.
I needed to go soak
And
a tower.
the yeah, but that was good. Everybody did their role properly for the first two.
Yeah, we did the first half of that.
Let's get one more good pull in. We got time for a good one.
One more pull.
I actually have to go.
Something happened.
Can you make it just a couple minutes, Cat? We're not at 30 yet.
I just have a hard time.
No.
We got time. Not hard cut off. Pretty close. Fire first. Fire out. Lightning, if you're not. In. Fire. In. Okay, some enter cards. It takes you as a return to, so I'm not taking that out.
I don't have a speeding
It is a rear combo. Be ready to
Front.
dodge it.
Front. Front. Front.
Take it out.
Bullshit.
Healed up for your party stats. Be with your party. Well done. Good job surviving. So raid wide. And then you revive until messy. Find one. Counter soak two out.
Counterclockwise.
It's counterclockwise.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. We can still do it. Hold up. I'm fine.
Head fire. I'm sorry.
All good. That was a good one.
So if you get a tower, do you have any other mechanics to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
You have your fire.
Not tower,
That's
then
good.
fire.
Okay.
Night.
You put your fire on the other side of the tower.
Oh.
Well, I gotta get going. Night, guys.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Sleep well.
Yes.